For the fourth time in 6 weeks, Americans are mopping up after a hurricane. This time, it's Nate. It made landfall in Louisiana Saturday night and again Sunday morning in Mississippi. Tonight, Nate's deflating and rolling north, still bringing heavy rain and strong gusts. The storm killed more than 30 last week in Central America, but the Deep South was spared that level of destruction. Streets, homes, and businesses are flooded, and many are without power. Mark Strassmann is in Biloxi.
Nate's sprint into Biloxi was its second landfall in 3 hours, and the first for a hurricane in Mississippi since Katrina in 2005. 85-mile-per-hour winds and rains buffeted this coastal playground for families and gamblers.
This is the churning Gulf of Mexico in downtown Biloxi. Nate is a night hurricane, and night storms can be killers. You often can't see rising water until it's too late. And forecasters are calling for up to 11 feet of storm surge.
At several coastal casinos here, the house took a beating. Waist-deep floodwater poured into the Beau Rivage Resort. In the Hard Rock Casino's parking lot, the surge slammed cars into each other. By then, the gamblers were long gone. The state's gaming commission had ordered the casinos to close. But many residents rolled the dice and chose not to evacuate. Restaurant manager Dee Vieira.
I can remember Katrina, and it was terrible. And I know this isn't as bad, but we have to take everything seriously for sure.
60 miles east in Mobile, Alabama, firefighters rescued a family of 4 who drove into trouble. And from Cooper Riverside Park, one person tweeted, "Hard to tell where the river ends." But Nate's fury largely spared Florida and Louisiana, including New Orleans. Good news for FEMA, strained by a summer of major storms. FEMA Director Brock Long.
Nearly 85% of my entire agency is deployed right now. We're still working massive issues in Harvey, Irma, as well as the issues in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands.
No one was reported killed or injured. But in Alabama and Mississippi, more than 100,000 customers spent at least part of their Sunday without power. More than 50,000 in Mobile alone. This is the Biloxi Lighthouse Pier, which was battered by the storm. But Nate was no Harvey, no Irma, and no Maria. There is damage, there will be cleanup, but nothing extreme. And for that, Elaine, all along the Gulf Coast, there is also relief.
All right, Mark Strassmann, thanks.